Hi, this is Usha Pandit, your Mindsprings English teacher. Today I have got you set 2 of commonly mispronounced words in English. If you look at the link, you will find set 1 there. Do take a look at that one too. So the first one I have got today is this word POEM. Very common, used in schools a lot and used wrong, even in some of the best schools. So how do you pronounce POEM? If you are saying poem, it's wrong. Okay? So this Y is completely wrong. I don't know from where this Y came, because there is no POEM, there is no Y there, but for some reason people say poem. So poem is wrong. It is poem. It's a poem, okay? So poem is a piece of poetry and it's poem. The second one is also mispronounced, largely TOMB. So if you are saying tomb or something like that, it's wrong. Basically I think I put the wrong one there, it should be the B. So M is okay, it's the B that's silent. So it's the B that's silent, this is what you should not be saying, and it's tomb. So tomb is a place where the dead are put to rest, and a tomb is a place where they are, a coffin that is buried, that is called the tomb of the person. And tombs often have some sort of an obituary or some kind of tombstones, as they call them, with some writing about when the man was born and when he died, etc. So the tomb, okay? And then this is another one that's mispronounced, is PLUMBER, which everyone knows, the guy who repairs taps and water faucets in your house, and it is not plumber. Again, the B is silent like the tomb, and the word is plumber. You just take off the B and you will be okay, plumber, okay? However, in India we have said plumber so many times that if you say plumber, people may not understand what you want. So kind of make sure you know who you are talking to, but the correct pronunciation is plumber. Okay, this one, VINEYARD. Now you see there yard and you say yard, because you see yard, what else will you say? But it's not yard when you say it, when you pronounce it properly, and you say VINE, then you say wine. Now what you do is you make it into vineyard. That's what you do, and it's wrong. It's not vineyard, it's a vineyard. It's vineyard. Va. I told you the va and the wa we mispronounce. So it's wine and it's vineyard. Wine and vineyard. So it's win and yard. After the win, you don't say yard. It will become hard to say vineyard. It's very difficult to move your tongue like that. Normally these pronunciations change because you want fluency. If you say vineyard, it's hard to say. Vineyard is easier to say and faster to say. So it's vineyard. The fifth one, vineyard, as you know, grows grapes, and it's a place where like our Sula vines will have vineyards all over, and that's where they grow their grapes. So the final one, on the fifth one rather, is SUITE. Now when you see this E, what happens? You don't know what to do with it. So you simply say suit. Now this is basically something that you have, a room that you have in the hotel, where if you go to a place where you get a nice fancy room for yourself, or if you are one of their regular customers, they might upgrade you to a special room, and that's called a suite. This is very easy to remember, because just like the sweet that you suck, so when they upgrade you, it's like getting a suite. Just remember that. Sweet. It's sweet to get a suite. So sweet is the word that you do there, and remember that E when you spell it, and that's your fifth word, sweet. Okay, these need to be practiced. We'll go on to the sixth one now. So let's go on to the sixth one. The sixth word, COUP. It actually, what does it mean? It means that a government has been toppled by very devious means. That means you have very cunningly toppled the government. So they were doing very well, and then overnight people have gone into their parliament and arrested people and told everyone over the radio that you have a change of government, and they put all the ministers in jail. It's a coup. It's a coup. It's not a coup. If you say coup, do you know it will become a chicken coop? Those homes in which chickens are kept, they are coops. But this big thing where a government is taken over and dismissed and new government comes in and takes it by force is called a coup. Okay, just a coup. The P is silent, no P there. And then this one, NICHE, that's another word, NICHE. That word is, the meaning of that word is that you have a special place. That is one of those very, very, selected kind of space in any industry. So you might be a fashion designer and you might have this very special place where your fashions are exclusive. That kind of exclusivity is what we call NICHE, and it is not pronounced Nietzsche. It's not Upar ya Nietzsche, it is not Nietzsche, it is niche. Niche. NICHE is niche. Niche is a foreign word, and that is why it's mispronounced, but the way to pronounce it is very easy, it's niche. So you say the designer has a niche. A niche is where you have this exclusive space in an industry where your products are sold exclusively. The next word is DETRMINE, very common word. We see it everywhere. And what does it mean? It means that you have great conviction and you are absolutely certain that you are going to do something, right? Or you try to find out and you prove that you are right about something. That sort of feeling is this DETRMINE, or action is DETRMINE, and it is often pronounced with a mine, because you see their mine, you say determine. So people say it is hard to determine whether we should vote for one party or another. It is very hard to determine. Determine is wrong, it is determine. The E there is silent. Determine. Determine. It's very hard to determine these days, what we should travel by, because every kind of transport is crowded. It's hard to determine what is right and what is wrong, because there is so much false news and fake news that's going around. Therefore, it's very hard to determine the truth. This is how you use determine. Determine. CHAOS, what does it mean? It means absolute lack of law and order. It means people are doing exactly what they like. There is nobody to catch them, nobody to stop them, and it is a state of not chaos, people, not chaos, chaos. It's a state of chaos. The CH there has got a K sound and it's chaos. KAYOS is the pronunciation, not the spelling. Spelling is CHAOS, but here it is chaos. So you say the chaos in the room was unbelievable. Everyone was talking together. People were in a state of panic. There was chaos in the city and they were burning buses and they were looting shops. It was a riot. There was chaos and there was nobody to check them. Chaos. And then we have this word again mispronounced, often like the first one that I gave you, poem. We also mispronounce this one, extempore. So how would you read it? Extem, and they read it as pour. P-O-R-E, pour. M-O-R-E, more. So P-O-R-E, pour. So when we don't know these foreign words, this is what happens. We simply use what we know and we pronounce it that way. There is nothing to be ashamed of. It's a matter of not hearing it. That's all. So there's no need to feel, oh horrible, how terrible, I didn't know that it was that. Of course, none of us know. We hear from other people and we learn. So therefore, it's not pour, guys. So it's not extempore, but it is extem, which is fine. I'm sure you got that. And it's pa and re. Extempore. Extempore. So it's not, you don't say po, don't go po with it, don't take this o, make it into an sound, pa, extempore, and then re. Like the last one I had done, epitome. All these are ending with this e sound, right? Because they are not in English words, they are foreign words. And therefore, extempore is what happens when you speak without a script. When you speak without preparation, when you are spontaneous, you are speaking extempore. That means without any preparation. Speaking extempore is amazing because you speak with your heart and it really touches people. You may not be saying the most wonderful sentences there, but extempore speeches are always very, very well received. So we have learnt 10 amazing new words today, but we have just heard them. Until you practice them, until you use them, it's not going to happen. So you must make sure that you use these words, you pronounce them properly, you practice them, and you become perfect. So do subscribe to our channel, make sure you press the bell notification, go to our website, and we have Writing with Ease, my book, which has got a lot of vocabulary and other books that you might find interesting. So do write and tell me how you enjoy these lessons and whether you want me to do more words like this. Until then, be good, keep smiling and practice.